Now, fertility rates across England and Wales have dropped to their lowest level since 1938. Data out today says the fertility rate was 1.41 children per woman in 2024 compared to 1.42 in 2023. This represents the lowest fertility rate on record for the third consecutive year. Our correspondent Sadia Chowdhury joins us now for more on this. Sadia, afternoon to you. So what are the scientists putting this down to?
So first of all, total fertility rates is the number of children being born per woman of childbearing age. And of course, that is different to the birth rate, which is the total number of babies being born. Now, the total fertility rate, the TFR, has been on a decline across the world, actually, over the last few decades. And the same goes for England and Wales. So the ONS released those stats this morning, saying that the total fertility rate for the UK is now 1.41. That is a drop, and it is a record low. And it is the third year running that it has been a record low. So let's look at the data that's been released. If you break down those figures into regions, West Midlands and London actually saw an increase in the TFR. And if you break it down into local authorities, Luton is the highest with a TFR of 2. And there is some interesting background to this. So UK-born mothers, the number of babies being born to UK-born mothers has gone down, but the number of babies being born to foreign-born mothers has actually gone up, and that is a massive increase of mothers born in the Middle East, in Asia and Africa, and perhaps reflecting the sort of post-Brexit population change. There's been a drop in EU-born mothers. We've seen the TFR rate decline previously, so during both the world wars. It declined when the contraceptive pill became widely available. We also saw a decline then, and in the 1960s with the Abortion Act, and in the 1970s when more women were going to work. But last year we saw an increase in birth rates, and this is a new trend where there's been an increase in birth rates but a decrease in the total fertility rate, and it's been increasingly so like that in the last few years. That can perhaps be explained by the increase in population in the adult population. What that means is more women are having babies, but fewer women are having more babies, if that makes sense. The UK stands around the same sort of position with European neighbours, below Japan, behind Japan and countries like South Korea. What these numbers didn't include was the replacement level fertility rates. But if we look at the previous set that was released, the total fertility rate, which has been below the replacement level for a number of years. The replacement level is the number of children women need to have on average to ensure the long-term natural replacement of the population. And that is 2.075 that women need to be having. And we are, of course, at 1.41.
OK, Sadia, for now, thank you for that.